Okay guys, Adobe really dropped a gigantic bomb this week. We recently posted multiple videos about Adobe Firefly, which has incredible image editing abilities, but what they've come up with now is absolutely insane. The project is called Adobe INVE, and it'll blow your mind. Want to find out more about it? Then keep watching till the end of the video. Get ready for a paradigm shift as we delve into the captivating universe of INVE, the interactive neural video editing tool by Adobe. Brace yourself, because we're about to embark on a journey that will redefine your perception of video content. Imagine a world without image editing on the internet. No hilarious memes, no stunning Instagram shots, and definitely no jaw-dropping landscapes to whisk you away. Amid the image editing frenzy, it has remained remarkably calm surrounding video editing. Why is that? Video editing is like navigating a labyrinth where you need a PhD to grasp the software's intricacies. The complexity of editing each frame is mind-boggling. You have tools like Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro, but they demand mastery. Video editing seems like a VIP domain, accessible only to the editing elite. But now, Adobe Research and the University of British Columbia have introduced INVE, a total game changer. It stands for Interactive Neural Video Editing, something that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. INVE simplifies video editing to make it as easy as pie, waving farewell to the days of confusing edits. That's enough talking for now. I want to show you a great video by Gabriel Huang, a research engineer at Adobe Research, explaining the amazing capabilities of INVE. So let's take a look at Adobe's presentation, starting with the feature Sketch Edits.
Sketch editing allows you to sketch directly onto a frame using a brush tool, and these sketches will be automatically propagated to the rest of the frames.
That looks absolutely amazing and doable for even the most novice editors. The next feature I want to show is local adjustments. Here we go.
The local adjustment tool allows you to modify properties of specific regions, enabling actions such as increasing brightness and tuning saturation. And similar to sketch edits, these local adjustments can be instantly propagated.
As you can see, things such as adjusting brightness and saturation has never been easier. Let's move on to the next feature called Texture Import. But before I show you this next feature, I just want to ask you to hit the like and subscribe button, because the AI that controls the YouTube algorithm needs that to boost this video. Let's continue.
You can also import external textures that track the moving objects in the scene. We support two different tracking modes. First one is rigid tracking. In this mode, texture will only track the position of the selected control point. This mode is enabled by our inverse mapping module, which I'll be covering in the later slides. The second mode is surface tracking, which enables textures to follow any physical surfaces in the video and deform accordingly.
I can't wait to play around with texture import. The final feature is called stylization. Let's have a look at it.
Lastly, combined with recent diffusion models such as ControlNet, we can perform video stylization to stylize the entire scene.
Now that I've shown you all the great features, I'm sure you're also curious about the tech that makes all this awesomeness possible. Adobe's explanation is quite complex, but I'm sure you tech enthusiasts can handle it. Here we go.
Our architecture can be broken down into two separate modules, the forward mapping module and the backward mapping module. Forward mapping, represented by solid lines, closely follow the recent layered neural atlas approach. It decomposes the video into a foreground and a background layer. The content of each layer is represented with a texture map, which is called atlas. Video atlas are stored on the atlases and then projected back to frames. Our backward mapping module, represented by dotted lines, maps atlas coordinates back to the video coordinates. With the forward and the backward pipeline combined, we can enable long-range point tracking on videos. In comparison to LNA, our pipeline requires over 20 times less in training time. And for testing, our rendering speed is 5 times faster. To achieve this, we first switched from the position encoding that was used in LNA with the much faster multi-resolution hash grid encoding. This allows us to greatly increase the convergence speed. And secondly, we developed a rendering pipeline that reuses pixels from the input video. This means we can avoid relying on the reconstructed video and stop the training earlier. We propose the inverse mapping module that maps pixels from atlas to frames. This enables long-range point tracking in our pipeline. Long-range point tracking is very valuable when tracking rigid textures. On the contrary, LNA only supports one-directional forward mapping. Editing using forward mapping only is equivalent to warping the edited texture using a dense warping field. This can result in undesirable warping artifacts, such as the hat in this case. Lastly, we propose vectorized sketching. LNA maps user sketches as textures. If the sketch is very thin, interpolation artifacts will appear in the final rendering. Our pipeline maps user sketches as continuous polygonal chains, which are defined by sequences of control points. Essentially, rather than mapping sketches as textures, we map the control points that defines them. This helps to reduce computational cost and avoid interpolation artifacts. Finally, here are some video results edited using our pipeline. Please enjoy.
I think these are truly amazing developments. INVE isn't just a tool, it's a revolution. It's dismantling complexity in video editing. As the tool evolves, it ushers in an era of limitless creativity, where video editing is no longer a privilege, but a playground for storytellers. So, aspiring creators and filmmakers, are you ready? So what are your thoughts about Project INVE? Do you think it'll change the way we look at video editing? Let us know in the comments. Can't get enough of AI? Here are some awesome videos you can watch next. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the world of AI. Thanks for watching.